Where did the word Bitcoin come from? The first appearance of the word Bitcoin was in the original white paper, where it was defined as a compound between the words bit and coin. The white paper frequently uses the shorter coin when referring to a Bitcoin. There is no uniform convention for the capitalization of Bitcoin. Some capitalize Bitcoin to refer to the overall technology and blockchain, while lowercase Bitcoin refers to the unit of account. Both the Wall Street Journal and the Oxford English Dictionary advocate for the use of lowercase Bitcoin in all cases. Where did Bitcoin come from? On the 18th of August 2008, the domain name bitcoin.org was first registered. Later in November of that year, a link to a paper authored by someone known as Satoshi Nakamoto appeared. It was titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Nakamoto implemented the Bitcoin software as open source code, meaning that anyone can write and work on it, and released it in January of 2009 on SourceForge. The true identity of Nakamoto is unknown. Some say he isn't real, some say he is. There is a growing consensus that Satoshi Nakamoto was actually a team of people rather than just one all-knowing genius. Bitcoin is hack-proof. Bitcoin wallets are pretty much hack-proof because of private keys. In the blockchain, Bitcoins are registered to Bitcoin addresses. Addresses alone do not give access to one wallet, allowing for people to share their addresses online without fear of being subject to a cyber attack. Private keys are heavily encrypted, so much so that it would take a supercomputer an average of 350 years just to crack one private key. If you lose the private key to your address, your Bitcoins are pretty much gone. They are still present on the blockchain, but are virtually unusable. What is Bitcoin mining? Mining is a record-keeping service carried out through the use of processing power. Miners basically act as verifiers for when someone sends a transaction to another. The transaction is first broadcasted to the network where it is added to a block. Each block contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block, which is where the name blockchain is derived. Miners then compete by solving complex math problems to verify the block, which is called proof of work. Once verified, a small portion of the transaction, the network fee, is then distributed to the miners who successfully verified the transaction. Bitcoin supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins created. When this happens, the Bitcoin award for miners will reduce to zero. Miners will then be awarded by transaction fees solely. Every 4 years, the rate at which Bitcoins are generated will decrease by 1/2. This has already occurred once, from 25 Bitcoins per block to the now 12.5 Bitcoins per block. Acceptance by merchants. In 2015, there were already more than 100,000 merchants accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. Instead of the 2 to 3% charged by credit card companies, merchants usually accept Bitcoin with fees less than 2%. Some merchants that accept Bitcoin include PayPal, Microsoft, Dell, and Newegg, with many more developing the capability for it.